Now to kick things off tonight, we are starting on the hard court at the collegiate level. Struggles for the NAU men's basketball team continues this season as the Lumberjacks have been trying to find their winning ways, but they just can't seem to do this as they have lost 2 straight. Now last night, the Lumberjacks took on Hampton University in a non-conference matchup. NAU had this game in complete control for the first half, but during the second half, the wheels fell off the bus for the Lumberjacks as they blew a 20-point lead and let Hampton right back into this game. The Lumberjacks were outscored in the second half 54-38, and this allowed Hampton to send it into overtime. With all the momentum going into overtime, Hampton ended up topping off the Lumberjacks in double OT by a score of 98-94. Now with Jordyn Martin sidelined for the rest of the season with a broken foot, struggles continue for the Lumberjacks both offensively and defensively, and they have a lot to learn.
I definitely think that there are a lot of teaching moments, probably too many for my liking, but you come down to the end of the game, you battle back, and you have an opportunity to take the lead or tie it up. You know, just got to execute out of the timeout. But we're going to be better next time we're in that position, next time we're in that situation. I think the guys learn. And
now moving from the hard court to the ice, the NAU Icejacks have a jam-packed weekend ahead of them. The Icejacks kick off a doubleheader tomorrow night as they take on San Diego State University at J. Lively Ice Arena at 8:30. The busy weekend continues for the Icejacks on Saturday as they take on the same San Diego State team once again at 8:30. Lately, the Icejacks have been on an absolute tear as they have won 4 of the last 5, including a huge 5-4 overtime victory over Arizona State. Lately, the second line for the Icejacks with Lucas Lomax, Max Mahood, and Chris Barrett have been responsible for a majority of the goals. Lomax leads the team in scoring with 10 goals this season, while line mates Chris Barrett and Max Mahood have combined for 13 assists on the season. The only upperclassman on this line is sophomore Chris Barrett, and he loves playing with 2 freshmen in Max Mahood and Lucas Lomax.
We've come through a lot. We've put up a lot of points on the board, which is cool. They're both rookies, and it's funny because we never played together at all. But, you know, we just kind of got all the points, the grinder, the goal scorer, the playmaker. So, you know, put it all together.
Moving on to the most dominant team in NAU athletics, the NAU women's volleyball team. These ladies have been astonishing this season, and recently they earned the title of Big Sky Conference champions. The Lady Lumberjacks were able to celebrate this victory for quite some time, but now they're getting back to business as they're playing in the NCAA tournament. NAU Volleyball, the Lumberjacks here, they started off their NCAA tournament in LA about 15 minutes ago as they are taking on the University of San Diego in a heated matchup. This team has been so exciting to watch all season long, and I don't expect them to stop winning ways as tournament play begins. Now, there are several key players to keep an eye out for in the tournament for the Lumberjacks. To begin with, senior outside hitter Janae Vander Ploeg has been so impressive all season long and has left her mark on NAU volleyball, and this is why she has been given the title of Most Valuable Player in the Big Sky Conference. They call her JVP MVP. Now moving on to Janae's partner in crime, it's time to talk about the block party. Payton Bock has been shattering records all season long, and she is the all-time block leader at NAU, and she is 3rd in the NCAA in total blocks this season. Now moving on to the other big outside hitter for the Lady Lumberjacks, Addy Lofstedt. Lofstedt has been phenomenal this season as she always is on the net making both offensive and defensive plays. If a set goes in the air and it's not to Vander Ploeg, you better watch out for high flyer Addy Lofstedt. Now finally, it is time to move on to senior libero Stacia Williams. Williams is one of the funniest players on the team as she's always caught photobombing Williams interviews. But as it gets down to the nitty-gritty, she also puts NAU on her back every game as she lays out her body to make big plays when they matter most. Now tonight, if NAU gets a victory, they will most likely take on number 1 seeded USC, and this will be a tough game for the Lumberjacks. All live stats and scoring for the Lumberjacks throughout the tournament can be found at nauathletics.com. Good luck, ladies.